Alrighty. Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner Classics and Non-Classics. This is episode number 1730 and Doubleshot number 817. It's 1830, Doubleshot number 1724. I got two Spawn trades. First up is one of the Spawn spin-off books that's publishing right now. Yeah, one of like four. Now, is this the first time Spawn's had spin-offs? No. This is the first time he's had like four spin-off ongoing series going the same time as the main book. The only time I could think of prior to this we actually had spin-off ongoing series was for Sam and Twitch. That was an early book by Brian Michael Bendis. There was Sam and Twitch book and Sam and Twitch Cold Case Files. That was it. Angela had a couple miniseries. Violator had a couple miniseries, including a crossover with Bad Rock of Youngblood. But here, now this is basically the spin-off because of what happened because of 300. Now, this book surprisingly does not collect the one-shot that spawned this very ongoing series, Spawn Universe. Not really sure why, but they don't collect it for some reason. This book is still going. I think it was just this week they just released issue. I think it was either this week or last week. They just released issue 10 for this series. What series is it? King Spawn. Yep. Yeah, this collects the first 6 issues of this. Yes, I do agree it's a record-breaking because... yeah, apparently Spawn is like the number one best-selling franchise right now for comics. Yeah, not Batman. Oh no, not Batman. Not the Spider-Man books. Spawn. Yeah, Spawn. Not really sure why Tom McFarlane took basically over like a decade to finally bring back the concept of having spin-offs for Spawn. And now we have a full Spawn franchise. Yeah, I'm not really sure why he decided to do this. Now, I spoke to one comic artist who did basically a drawing of She-Spawn. Well, basically the Scorched. And he actually loves the whole idea of the spin-off books. Now, the Scorched, believe it or not, when my friend Timmy did his like top 10 best-selling comics, the Scorched, it's not a book from DC or Marvel, it's a book from Image. And at the time when he was doing that video, it was the number one best-selling comic book on the shelves. This is probably up there. Now, Tom McFarlane does do some writing here, per se. Yes, he does. Is the main writer for this book? No, he isn't. It's basically Sean Lewis. Tom McFarlane probably is here as a co-writer. Here are you have your issues. You have the main artist being Javier Fernandez. We also have several side stories. You have Haunt, Nightmare, Hero, and Gunslinger. Yeah, these particular stories are going to be continued in the spin-off books. The Haunt story. Haunt was a character created by Tom McFarlane who had a short-lived ongoing series. Last 26 issues and was meant to be a sort of a recurring character in Spawn. But from what I can tell, he never did. I think he appeared a few times, but he didn't do very much. I'm happy that Tom McFarlane brought him back because he's a very interesting character. Though some might see him, when you see him show him off, he seems like a rip-off of Anti-Venom. Mostly. There's Nightmare. That's somebody. Now, Haunt's story, his artwork is done by Stefan Segovia. Nightmare is Marco Takara. The Hero is Philip Tan. And Brett Booth does the Gunslinger, and he does have an ongoing series right now. Mm-hmm. The cover artists, basically, there are like 5 of them here. Jason Sean Alexander, who I believe is the main writer for Spawn right now. Puppeteer Lee, Don Danilo, Jonathan Gaspin, and Bajar Benens. The cover art, this is done by Javier Fernandez. This is basically his artwork here. This is mostly put basically Spawn's time as the King of Hell, and basically like him doing his own thing. And I appreciate though that this book does keep Spawn's like style of speaking, basically with this weird looking font balloon. If I get a chance to McFarlane, I'm gonna ask him like, how'd you come with the idea? I'm sure this probably was his idea to do. And there's also appearance in this book by Billy Kincaid, a guy who got killed back in issue 5 of Spawn back in the 90s. Yeah, he pops up in this book too as a monster. But this book is just really good. Oh yeah, by the way, here's Billy Kincaid for you. Yes, that's him. Yeah, Billy Kincaid. If you don't know who this guy is, the guy is a freaking pedophile, and he also murders children. Well, he did until Spawn murdered him. Yeah, he's definitely a guy that, yeah, you should definitely see it killed off. Now, in the animated series, there was a thing basically where a senator was trying to block any attempt to arrest him because his father was a senator. And then later on, he got killed by Spawn, anyways. Yep. But yeah, really fun book here. All basically, now there's also this weird thing here where, like, for issue 4, like, after like the first page, we have not one. We have this 2-page spread that we had to turn out side. It was one book basically for 4 straight pages. Yep. Now, if you're curious though, who the heck these other characters are, like who's the Scorched, who's the Gunslinger? Well, you're about to see the Scorched. That's her. That's the Scorched. She's got a full look right now. Yeah, for some reason, they have referred to her as She-Spawn, but that's Scorched. Yeah. We also appearance here by Jason Wynn. Yeah, Jason Wynn, the guy who started all this. Yeah, he comes back after he's been dead for a long time. Yes, he's been dead for a long time. And here he is, Jason Wynn. Yeah, I'm not going to show up very long because this guy got a very good disgusting eye. Yeah. How the heck is he alive? I have no idea. Talk about the God Thrones, like, and we have 7 continuations of Spawn. Now, here is Haunt. Yeah, I know he's pinned up against the wall here, but look at him. He kind of looks like a ripoff of Anti-Venom. Yes. That's pretty much kind of the basis for the character. Now, this Angel character pops up here, too. Look at this guy called Nightmare. That's him. Nightmare. And the historic... Now, Haunt continues page of Spawn. Nightmare... they actually, let's see, they don't say. The hero. Yeah, it must be this guy here. I apologize for all the gore, but that's simply how Spawn is. Then we have the Gunslayer, which is basically from continued, this short story here is basically, now this is the Gunslinger. He's a sort of a Wild West version of Spawn. Yeah, but this book is just really good. I'm giving this book a 9 out of 10. I do not recommend this for kids to read because it is gory. Is there any swearing in here? Not really per se. It's mostly for the gore. Alright, next up it is Spawn, Volume 12. This is Spawn Origins Collection, Volume 12, excuse me. Let's collect issues 69 to 74. Now, this book is mostly done by 2 writers. Tom McFarlane, obviously, and Brian Hugan. But Tom McFarlane also has the inking for this book. He also has the covers, too, with Greg Capello. Yes, I got to with Greg Capello. And he does... Now, I got to bring this up. I brought it up to him, basically, when people think of him, people think of 2 books that he's worked on. This book and Batman. And, yeah, he does agree with that. That's what a lot of people think of when people think of his artwork. He doesn't really necessarily have a problem with it, per se. I don't think, in my opinion, as typecasting, it's just what fans like myself basically think of first when people think of Greg Capullo. I know it's an honest opinion, but there you go. Oh, yeah, by the way, he loved coming back to do 300, by the way, of this series. Now, what kind of happens in these issues here? Not very much, per se. We have a lot of focus in these issues on Sam and Twitch. A lot of focus on Sam and Twitch. Yeah, not much focus in here on Spawn in these issues. I think it was the following trade where they actually went after a serial killer. And I think it was in these issues here they actually had where Al runs into his former grandmother-in-law and arranges for her to pass, like, just take her own life, like, have her die, and just some weird stuff in here. And Yeah, not a lot of stuff happens in here, but it's still good stuff for Spawn. Love the cover art here. I think that's Clayton Crane's artwork. I was thinking. Yep, it's Clayton Crane's artwork. Um, Still good stuff here for Spawn. If you're curious of what time period these issues came out, January 1998 to, let's see if I can find it here. July 1998. So basically, 6 issues released over the course of about 7 months. Yep. But yeah, not much else to say about it. Two really good trades. Now, next Comic Corner is going to be more Spawn and also a Dynamite trade where it's a finale. Okay, next video. Bye.